His Holiness Baselios Marthoma Paulose II, who was the supreme head of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church, etched into our hearts a simple message of love, humility, care, kindness, and faith. He was a person who lived for the church, putting the needs and welfare of the church above everything he owned and had, including his own life. We shall never forget this great soul due to the contributions to the ancient Orthodox Church of Malankara. The July 17th Supreme Court verdict will always be associated with His Holiness. May his prayers be a shield for us, and his life and teachings be our guide in our life. His Holiness was an example of holy living and selfless devotion to Jesus Christ and his body, the Church. Always noble in his ways, always ready to listen to people's problems, disappointments, and the pain of countless people. He did not hesitate to offer plenty of time, advice, and spiritual guidance to his flock. Even while facing the greatest trials of worldly physical sickness, His Holiness continued to be attentive to his roles as a priest and a bishop, to the inculcation of faith, and to the mission of the Church. A man of justice, peace, and unity, he has been deeply involved in integral human development in India and was a great and respected figure in the ecclesial, social, and political life of the nation and around the globe, who is always committed to dialogue and reconciliation of his people. His contribution has been significant for the progress of the Holy Church. A faithful and close collaborator in the recent years, he has not ceased to make his contribution to the life of the Church. Long before he wore the golden vestments of the Catholicate, he was a young boy named Paul, growing up in the quiet village of Monagad, raised in a devout Christian family. The rhythms of prayer, the ancient melodies of the church, and the simplicity of the village life shaped his soul. He did not seek greatness, but greatness was quietly seeking him. Even in his youth, those around him noticed a rare spirit, a boy marked by deep gentleness, sharp intellect, and a heart naturally drawn to the altar. The whisper of God became a loud calling. Answering the divine voice, young Paul surrendered his life to the church, step by step, from a deacon to a priest, and eventually to the high office of a metropolitan. He climbed the spiritual ladder. Yet, the higher he rose, the lower he bowed in his humility. He took the name Paulus Militius, and with it a solemn vow to serve. For decades, he labored in the vineyards of the church, transforming rural parishes, building communities, and earning the absolute trust of his people. In November 2010, the historic bells of the Malankara Church rang out. On the holy apostolic throne of Saint Thomas, His Holiness Baselios Marthoma Paulose II was enthroned as the 91st Catholicos of the East. He inherited a centuries old legacy, a church of martyrs and saints. As the supreme head, he ruled not with an iron fist, but with a father's embrace. He defended the ancient traditions of the West Syriac rite with fierce loyalty, and yet his doors remained permanently open to everyone, from world patriarchs to the poorest daily wage workers. What truly defined Baba Trimeni was his radical love for the marginalized. He did not view charity as a duty, he viewed it as worship. He walked into cancer wards, sat by the bedsides of the dying, and shared his meals with orphans. Under his guidance, the church became a sanctuary for the brokenhearted. He wiped away the tears with his own hands, proving that true holiness is not found in grand titles, but in selfless service to the suffering humanity. Every beautiful story on earth must face its sunset. In his final years, a cruel illness tested his physical frame. The world watched in sorrow as the Baba's body grew weak, but his spirit remained unshakable. He bore his immense pain with a serene smile, anchored entirely in the will of God. On July 12, 2021, the General Shepherd closed his eyes to this world. The physical voice is silent today, and the patriarchal chair occupied by his heir. Yet, Baselios Marthoma Paulose II lives on, not in stone moments, but in enduring faith, the tears, and the hearts of the millions he loved. He did not seek the high thrones of praise, yet Providence chose him to lead an ancient church. Baselius Marthoma Paulus II wore the crown of the Catholicate, but his heart remained with the simplest of men. To the world, he was the supreme head of the Malankara Orthodox Syrian Church. But to those who knew him closely, he was simply Baba, a father whose greatest strength lay in his profound humility. Every journey on earth must find its sunset. When the long painful days of illness tested his mortal frame, his spirit remained anchored in absolute faith. He did not fear the end, he welcomed it as a return home. Though his voice is silent today, his footsteps remain deeply etched in the history of the East. The shepherd has departed, but yet his light continues to guide the flock.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं फिल्मोरा है ना।